from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, August 1st, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. A 23-year-old Lehighton woman was pulled over in Beaver Meadows for speeding, and police discovered meth inside her vehicle. 23-year-old Christina Cadian told Police Chief Mike Morisi that she was, quote, searching for Pokemon when he pulled her over. Morisi smelled marijuana in her vehicle, and she admitted to smoking it a day prior. Cadian was asked to step out of her vehicle, and Morisi found a glass pipe with marijuana residue on it. A bag containing a white powdery substance was also found inside a pack of cigarettes. Cadian was immediately placed under arrest. According to Morisi, she admitted that the bag containing the substance, which tested positive immediately for meth, was hers. A hearing is scheduled at a local district magistrate. A 3-car accident occurred this afternoon on Route 309 in Butler Township. Butler Township police responded to the scene. 2 cars were damaged in the accident, but there were no injuries reported. The cars were towed with damage to the driver's side of a black Mazda and a damage to the passenger side and rear of a white Ford. At this time, police have not released any additional information. A 2-year-old boy was found alone in a hot vehicle in a grocery store parking lot in Wilkes-Barre Township Sunday afternoon. Police say the boy was suffering from heat exhaustion and had a temperature of 102. He was taken to a local hospital. A woman said a window was open, a crack, and she was able to open the door and get him out. The mother of 28-year-old Rosemary Creary showed up after a while and was taken into custody with charges pending. The boy was released to children and youth. 3 people were arrested in a drug bust in Hanover Township. Police searched a house on Bear Lane Sunday and found crack, heroin, a .40 caliber Glock, 56 rounds of ammo, and paraphernalia. 26-year-old Dwayne Seeley of New York was charged with intent to deliver crack, heroin, and possessing firearms without a license. He is in county prison on $250,000 bail. Also arrested was 29-year-old Jerome Moistan, also of New York. He's in county prison on $400,000 bail. Moistan is also wanted by the New York State on robbery charges. Nastasia Goodwin, who lives in the house that was raided, was wanted by the Luzerne County Sheriff's Department for failure to return to work release. She is charged with felony escape. A holdup this morning at a convenience store near Berwick. It happened around 7:30 at the Food Express on 5th Street in Salem Township. A man walked in and demanded money, telling the clerk that he had a gun but did not show one. The suspect is a white male wearing a yellow ski mask and a puffy black coat. Police did not say how much money he got away with. A lot of people owe Turnpike tolls, and the Turnpike Commission would like to do something about it. The use of Easy Pass has found the Commission trying to get toll laws to pay. In fiscal 15-16, the Commission wrote off $5.4 million in unpaid tolls. That follows the write-off of $3.7 million in 2014-15. Almost all of that comes from people who run Easy Pass exchanges. The Commission would like more authority to go after them. State lawmakers are considering bills to suspend the vehicle registrations of those who don't pay. The Commission carried $43.2 million in unpaid tolls on its books in fiscal 2015-16, but was able to recoup most of that money through collection efforts. Electronic transactions account for 75% of toll transactions. The written-off tolls are just a small percentage, 0.7% of the $766 million in Easy Pass toll revenue collected in fiscal 2015-16. Tolls for Easy Pass and cash customers will go up 6% in January 8th as a result of the action taken last month by the Commission. A pack of cigarettes will cost you $1 more today. The per pack tax goes from $1.60 to $2.60. It's the biggest one-time increase since the cigarette tax was created in 1935. It was also part of the state budget agreement. Plus, the new budget also imposes a 55-cent per ounce tax on roll-your-own tobacco and smokeless tobacco to generate about $50 million.
It came into effect today on August 1st, and a lot of people, the customers, are acting negatively towards it, saying how they're going to quit and they plan on buying tobacco and rolling their own cigarettes because of the price increase. So it went up $1.20 per pack, and a carton went up, I believe, like $11 or something like that.
Those who enjoy smoking are outraged by the tax increase and feel that they should not have to pay that much money for cigarettes.
I just think that it's an outrageous tax for people that enjoy cigarette smoking, pay their own way, go to work every day, pay for their own health insurance, and if they want to use their freedom to smoke cigarettes, they should be able to do that, but not at the cost of an arm and a leg.
The new taxes are expected to generate about $430 million. Well, the Autism Safe Walk and Resource Fair of 2016 is coming up this September, and the entire public is invited to participate. The Supporting Autisms and Families Everywhere Walk kicks off at 9 a.m. Saturday, September 17th. The event will also take place again at the Hazleton Area High School track on West 23rd Street in Hazleton. All monies raised from this event will be given directly to the autism community in Hazleton through SAFE programs, including social skills groups and outlining for elementary, school, and teens. Individualized private music lessons, recreational swim program, and support groups. For more information on SAFE or how to sign up for this year's walk, you can visit www.autismsafe.org or call them at 570-822-7259. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Well, plenty of rain over the weekend and even more today. But what can we expect for the rest of the week? Is it going to be dry? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk is in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe?
Well, thank you very much, Ann. The rain continues to fall across our area right now. In fact, we've pretty much picked up, right now, over an inch of rain over the past 20 minutes as those torrential downpours and strong gusty thunderstorms moving through our area. We're gonna, and there you can see right there. Thank you, Maggio. Very nice shot outside as the rain really, you talk about rain, it's coming down very hard. You're looking at over an inch in 20 minutes. That's pretty impressive and continues to amount those higher numbers. But you know what? A little bit of a break from the rain in our forecast, but still a chance of some showers and storms in our forecast. I'll let you know when and what we can expect the next couple of days in just a little bit. Ann?
Well, I guess the sunshine's all we can hope for. Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, it's time for National Night Out for Crime Watch areas across our area. WYLN's Aaron Harvey will have the details on West Hazleton's event, plus details on several others in our viewing area. Plus, it's Medical Monday here on WYLN, and we'll hear from Ting O from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers of Hazleton to talk about text neck, the causes and how to prevent it. All that and more, plus weather and sports is coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, video journalists Mike Lula and Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Gary Perna, Abby Piskel, and Aaron Harvey. Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and John Eric Poli, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Were you satisfied with your child's education this school year? Well, take a look at what Marian Catholic High School has to offer. Students are challenged academically, spiritually, morally, and physically. Excellent student-teacher ratio and a full array of clubs and activities. 90% of all grads continue on to higher education. A sound investment in your child's future. Affordable tuition and scholarships are available. Log on to our website or call today for a free tour.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Tomorrow, some Crime Watch groups in our area will take part in a national event. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
The West Hazelton Neighborhood Crime Watch is inviting the community out to get to know one another. The group reports suspicious activity or poor conditions around your neighborhood. Even though the group meets the third Monday of every month, they are participating in a nationwide event tomorrow, National Night Out. Coordinator for the Crime Watch of West Hazelton, John Shelley, says they have been holding this free event for over 20 years.
National Night Out is a nationwide event where it gives the community an opportunity to get to know one another, to build stronger relationships with their neighbors and the police department. We've been doing this here in West Hazelton for over 20 years, and as you can see, we have tricky trays here, we have a bake sale, we have representatives from various community organizations that set up in the street. We have entertainment outside, and we provide free food and drinks to the public.
This is just one of the many things the organization does with the community.
We do our monthly meetings every month, but our Crime Watch goes beyond our meeting. We do National Night Out. We just recently participated in a community walk. So our organization just doesn't end at our meetings. It goes further and beyond.
The group will have several community leaders in attendance.
Tara Toohill's supposed to be here. We have the mayor from West Hazelton. He always attends. We always have community leaders who show up. It's a community event where everybody's welcome to come.
The Crime Watch group is active on social media and encourages the public to attend a meeting.
We do have a Facebook page. You could check us out there. We always post on there. We post our meetings in the newspaper, and we always have a guest speaker that speaks about Crime Watch tips and what we can do to make our neighborhoods and community a safer place.
Again, National Night Out for West Hazelton is tomorrow from 5 to 8 at the West Hazelton Community Complex. If you don't live in West Hazelton, McAdoo is also having a night out tomorrow from 6 to 9 at the McAdoo Borough Hall. For WILN News, I'm Aaron Harvey.
Thank you, Aaron. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, Tingo from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers of Hazelton is here to talk about the opioid problem in our area. Coming up, stay tuned. All that and more.
Maylath Valley Health Systems in Cybertsville, providing physical, occupational, speech, nutritional, and outpatient therapy. Also offering home health and hospice care. For more information, call 570-708-2929.
Enter your name and phone number for a chance to win a pair of tickets for a rafting adventure with Whitewater Challengers for a trip down the Lehigh River. Winners will be announced August 16th on WYLN's Evening Edition at 5:30 p.m. and Late Edition at 10 p.m. Call 570-459-1869, extension 1110 to enter. 2 pair of tickets will be given away. Get ready to get soaked with an exciting rafting trip from Whitewater Challengers.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the Stars of Tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
Oh, yeah, the rain continues to pour outside, and the thunder and the lightning, and pretty nasty storm now moving across the northeast, especially the Hazleton area, and we're talking about torrential downpouring rain, cloud-to-ground lightning, even some of those strong gusty winds continuing to move through our area, and it's really producing a lot of rain in a short amount of time period. You can see the rain that just continues to fall. Now, when we take a look at these conditions outside our station in Hazleton, these were taking a little bit earlier before the storms moved through, only in the 70s. And if you notice that statistic, that was the rainfall, 0. That was a little bit after 5 o'clock, and now we're sitting in at 1.75 inches of rain. So we're looking at just about 2 inches of rain, probably in a matter of, say, half hour, give or take. So a lot of rain in a short amount of time period, definitely falling, and that produces what we call flash flooding, especially in the poor drainage areas. So again, you got to really be careful, especially if you're driving in weather like this. It's probably best if you pull off to the side until the storms happen to pass. All right, so you're going to look at the numbers in terms of the high and low temperatures. 76 and 66 are the split in temperatures. And that wind gust 14 miles per hour, but as those storms came through, and any type of storms that we get like this, very easily you can see 30, 40, 50 mile per hour wind gusts throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania as those storms made their way from the west toward the east. Throughout the state of Pennsylvania, here's a look at the conditions, and again, some of those showers and thunderstorms as they make their way toward the east kind of cools things down, and some clearing as you head out toward the west. Sustained winds haven't been too bad across our area, but again, as those storms move through, it brings up those winds a little bit. But for the most part, when it's quiet, not a whole lot going on. Extended forecast looking like this. And what we can expect tomorrow, mix of clouds and sunshine, maybe a shower, 77. Looking good for Wednesday and even into Thursday. Partly sunny skies, upper 70s, lower 80s. Hey, a shower or thunderstorm or two around for Friday and Saturday, up into the 80s, and then mid to upper 70s to near 80 degrees as we start going into early next week. And the overnight lows generally in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Stick around, we'll have a lot more for you coming up after the break.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Were you satisfied with your child's education this school year? Well, take a look at what Marian Catholic High School has to offer. Students are challenged academically, spiritually, morally, and physically. Excellent student-teacher ratio and a full array of clubs and activities. 90% of all grads continue on to higher education. A sound investment in your child's future. Affordable tuition and scholarships are available. Log on to our website or call today for a free tour.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, and outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
It is Medical Monday here on WYLN. Tango from Physical Therapy and Balance Centers will be talking about opioids, the dangers of taking them for chronic pain. Tango, take it away.
Hi, this is Ting O. And I'm Kathy O. We're from Physical Therapy and Balance Center.
And welcome to Medical Monday. Today what we're going to talk about is a recent recommendation that was the CDC released. What they're actually saying is that people should stay away from taking opioid medications for chronic pain. They're finding that a lot of people are getting addicted to them and also dying from them, and the benefits that you're getting from the opioids is something that you could get from other non-opioid treatments. For the people that don't know, opioids are the type of painkillers that are the strong painkillers. Most people know about hydrocodone and Vicodin, and oxycodone and OxyContin, which are the fairly strong painkillers. In the United States alone, I believe it was in 2012, there was 295 million prescriptions of opioids to the population. And to put this into perspective, that's around about 80% of the opioid usage in the whole world, despite the fact that the U.S. only has 5% of the U.S. population, of the world's population. So that's a lot of opioid use for a very small number of people. If opioids were the only thing that can control chronic pain, then you could take the risk, but the CDC recommends that people try some other treatments first before you resort to opioids. In terms of one treatment, they look at non-opioid medications, and definitely talk to your medical provider, your physician about that one, because they're the experts in terms of medication. There are other medications that people can go on that are a little safer than opioids and may do similar things to opioids. The second recommendation that the CDC came out with was cognitive behavioral therapy. A lot of the pain theories that are coming out these days finds that there is a central sensitization, which means there's a sensitization in your brain that creates a chronic type of pain that may not necessarily be related to any problem or damage to the body tissues. So they found that when people go through some cognitive behavioral therapy, they can actually manage their pain a little better. The third recommendation that the CDC came out with is try something like physical therapy or an exercise therapy. They found that when people are actively moving, they tend to have less pain or have a better tolerance to pain. One thing with physical therapy, which is my expertise, we found that there is a lot of soft tissue and joint tightnesses in people with chronic pain. So in our clients, what we found is that when we work on these people with chronic pain and we loosen some of the soft tissue structures in the body, it can really help them control the pain to the point where they can move and exercise, which is the long-term key of managing chronic pain. If you are someone that's suffering chronic pain and you are on opioids, be sure to talk to your physician about it, see if there's any alternatives out there. There are plenty of physicians out there that have great ideas in some alternative treatments as well, acupuncture, massage therapy, that type of stuff. Rather than have yourself deal with all these side effects and be at risk of addiction and death even, be sure to seek some alternative treatments for your chronic pain versus just taking opioids. And to finish off, Kathy would like to say something to the people out there.
Please keep all your medication out of the reach of small children. Thank you.
Call Physical Therapy and Balance Centers for a free 20-minute question and answer session. 501-1808. Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, 1324 North Church Street in Hazel Township, or visit them online at hazeltonpt.com.
Enter your name and phone number for a chance to win a pair of tickets for a rafting adventure with Whitewater Challengers for a trip down the Lehigh River. Winners will be announced August 16th on WYLN's Evening Edition at 5:30 p.m. and Late Edition at 10 p.m. Call 570-459-1869, extension 1110 to enter. 2 pair of tickets will be given away. Get ready to get soaked with an exciting rafting trip from Whitewater Challengers.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
For NASCAR drivers, the biggest challenge over the past few days hasn't been navigating any of the 3 unique turns at Pocono Raceway. but rather navigating the forecast. After a Sunday washout and Monday delays and cautions, the Pennsylvania 400 is finally complete, albeit in rain-shortened form. They were able to get 138 laps in out of 160, and when the red flag came out, Chris Buescher in the lead, so he gets his first ever victory. Brad Keselowski finishes second, while Reagan Smith, Kevin Harvick, and Tony Stewart round out the top 5. Kurt Busch, who won at June's race at Pocono, captured 10th. Jeff Gordon, out of retirement temporarily and subbing for an injured Dale Earnhardt Jr., ends in 27th position, driving the number 88 car. On Late Edition Sports, we will have a full recap from the Tricky Triangle. The Rail Riders and Iron Pigs separated by just one game in the 2016 Iron Rail Series, and now separated by just one game for first place in the NIL North. Tonight, the International League's top 2 teams continue the Iron Rail Series in the first of a 4-game series, which you can watch right here on WYLN, with first pitch scheduled for 7:05. Adam Morgan expected to start for Lehigh Valley, while Brady Lale gets the nod for Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Crestwood grad Matt Wotherspoon, currently with AA Trenton, but hoping to be back with the Rail Riders soon, and that may be possible given a ton of trades within the Yankees organization. In the spring, Wotherspoon trained with recently traded relievers Andrew Miller and Aroldis Chapman, and today spoke highly of the former Bombers.
Chapman, Miller, those are 2 of the best in the game, and they bring their A game every single night. So when you watch those guys, what they do on a daily basis, their routine is so ingrained that that's what makes them so consistent, and that's what makes them so good and for so long.
More on Wotherspoon later. Relievers not the only ones being dealt in the Bronx. Deadline day affecting the majors with some major moves. Starting pitcher Ivan Nova sent to Pittsburgh for 2 players to be named later, while the Yanks also part ways with 39-year-old Carlos Beltran in a swap with the Rangers that nets them pitching prospect Dylan Tate, amongst others. Age not a factor, though, with Beltran, as the outfielder is hitting .304 with 22 home runs and 64 RBI this season. The Mets acquire outfielder Jay Bruce from the Reds, hoping their offensive production inches closer to the production of their pitching staff. Outgoing in the deal, a group of prospects and another redo trade. The Mets get pitcher John Neese back, sending Antonio Bastardo back to Pittsburgh. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
Save the date, the 13th Annual American Cancer Society Season of Hope Harley Quinn Gala, November 19th from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. at Theodore's on Hunter Highway in Drums. For more information, call 570-459-1212.
Maylath Valley Health Systems in Cybersville, providing physical, occupational, speech, nutritional, and outpatient therapy. Also offering home health and hospice care. For more information, call 570-708-2929.
Is it like extremely cold in here? Is it? Hey, here's what we're looking at. Well, we got the rain across our area right now, and then it gets to near 80 degrees as we go into the next couple of days. Mix of clouds and sunshine. And then going into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe another shower or thunderstorm around, lower 80s and upper 70s to near 80 degrees as we go into early next week. Some of those overnight lows generally in the upper 50s to near 60 degrees. So we got a lot of that, the torrential rain occurring now. 2.19 inches now and counting.
Yeah, we were just talking about it during the break, how much rain it is and how we haven't seen this type of rain in a really long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Well, if that's the end of the rain, certainly is a grand finale.
Yeah, you don't need this amount of rain, and well, you're looking at what, 40 some minutes or so, give or take, and picking up over 2 inches.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And of course, Pocono had its ups and downs this weekend. Got to take off today, but
they finished. Not technically, they got 138 out of 160 laps in. At that point, they just had to call it. They said, you know, it's going to be a washout the rest of the day. So they
Yeah.
got some in.
Plus, it's pretty dangerous out there. I mean,
Oh, absolutely. You don't want them driving.
it's scary
in-
just
in
driving down a
2.19
street
inches, yeah.
when it's slightly raining going around a turn.
It's been a rough year for Pocono. The June race also dealt with rain. Hopefully they're a little luckier for IndyCar a couple weeks from now.
All right. Well, fingers crossed that there's no rain for that. And if you plan on driving in this while the rain continues, please make sure to be careful when heading out on the roads. And that's all we could say for that. And hopefully that rain goes away.
Eventually.
All right. That's all we can hope for. Have a good night, everyone.